Hello everyone, Dan Keep with You Can Do Physiology More, and today is day 2 of Impossible Progression to Impossible Challenges, the pull-up. So, some of you might be wondering, and this was actually brought up to me, and it's actually a very good point and a very good question, and that is, well, what if I don't have a pull-up bar? How am I supposed to work up to the, progressing to the impossible pull-up? Well, first off, I want to mention this. To actually do the impossible pull-up like it's supposed to be and actually challenge yourself with that to that level it needs to be, you must have a pull-up bar. So even if you don't have one now, you can train, do different things, and then maybe when you're ready to do the impossible pull-up, maybe go find someone who actually has one or go to a local gym or whatnot. Hey, guess what? Even so, if you're a younger individual, say you're in elementary or middle school or high school or college, and you're trying to get things figured out, and you don't have the most finances right now, okay? Then I would recommend maybe encouraging or asking your parents nicely for help or someone else for help, okay? But there's also so many different things you can use, okay? So what I use for a pull bar, as I showed you, is my iron gym. That is right there, okay? All right, iron gym, and I've actually had that for a very long time. I've had that since probably about 2008, 2009, and it still works very well. But you don't actually even need anything like that. You can actually have a doorway. Now, as far as doing pull-ups on a doorway, you must have a very good grip. Here's what I'll recommend though. Even if you don't have the best grip, you can work up to it. Work on your grip. You can, working your grip just simply by pinch gripping, what it's called, to actual, like a baseboard frame of a door or whatnot. But that's also a reason I encourage people to do fingertip push-ups. That's going to help with your pinch grip so you can hold on to things a lot better. Okay, so what I'd recommend though is getting maybe a stool or a chair to where, because I don't want you to hurt yourself with this, and I'm sure you don't want to either, but just to where you're up to a level where you're holding on to the doorway or whatever it is. Maybe it's some type of simulated tool that you're using that you can't get the best grip, or you don't have the best grip and it's hard to hold on to. Well, guess what? Just have that chair or whatever to the point where, maybe you're standing up to where you're not going to be able to hang much, but just kind of, grab onto it, do maybe 2 or 3 pull-ups, which you can, get back down on the chair, do a few more, do a few more, do a few more. There's also plenty of tree branches in this world that you can use. There's, even you go to like a local park that has those shelters. When I was actually training at the parks, that's actually what I used for pull-ups. Other than one of the places I went actually had monkey bars, and they had an actual pull-up bar there as well. But I also used the second park that I started training at. I actually used the boards supporting the frame. I think it's called the trusses or whatever, or the, I can't remember the exact word, sorry. But anyway, I was using those for pull-ups and chin-ups and everything else. So there's so many different tools you can use. However, it's very difficult for you to do that, I would recommend doing some back exercises to work up to that. There are lat pull-downs. There are, bent over rows, boom, or what some people call lawnmowers, all right? There are bent over barbell rows, which is also my favorite back exercise. I actually alternate bent over barbell rows with pull-ups. Okay, so there are so many different things you can do. Don't be making excuses on, well, I want to progress to the impossible pull-up, but I can't do this or I can't do that. Even if there's multiple days in a row, you don't have access to anything or a means to get to anything to do pull-ups. Continuously work your back muscles. If you have any questions, comments, please let me know, and I'll give you some suggestions. I'll give you some options and some things to help you out. So I just wanted to kind of discuss that a little bit today. Let's get out there and embrace that discomfort today. Believe in yourself. Believe you can do it, and believe that you deserve it. Smash, come on, kick that like button. Just don't break it. Let's gotta do something. Do more than what you did yesterday. Get your ass up today and grind. What have you done today to push yourself, to grind, to embrace that discomfort? Whatever it is, you gotta believe that you can achieve more and a better life for yourself. Push yourself. Let's go.